Good morning, Friday. Coach Co here. How are y'all today? So, I was in a mastermind training, and I wanted to really share this with you. We were doing some goal setting, and I was in a share group, and as we were going around, just some goals that I have for my body, and one of the things is, you know, I, I have a lot of scars, and if I don't work on them, things kind of get out of alignment, and then I start to have issues in my body, right? And so we're doing this round of sharing. And even as I was talking about these scars that I hadn't been working on, I don't know if you know, but like scars, like if you don't kind of work on some of those, they kind of grow like little cobwebs and they can start to pull things out of alignment. And it was in this moment that I had an aha, like a total epiphany about scars. So we often like to view scars as the point of, hey, that means that it reminds me of an event, but then it tells me about healing and that I don't need to go back and look at it. This was the epiphany that I had. Scars do represent the story and the event. However, if we don't ever go back and look at the scars and work on those scars, this can be emotional scars, this can be physical scars. I find that God often uses the physical stuff to remind me of the things that I need to do in my soul, in my body, in my spirit, in my emotions. Like we like to say, oh, I'm done, I'm healed, I got the scar to prove it. We like to use scars as I don't need to go back and look at it. But what if the scars are really the Jacob hip limp moment? I need to keep going back and looking at that. I need to work it. I need to smooth it out so that it doesn't pull me out of alignment in other areas. And that was just such a powerful moment for me. Like if we do not maintenance the areas and go and just pretend like nothing ever happened at some of those areas. Like here's the thing about the Holy Spirit. I'm gonna land the plane with this. Is the Holy Spirit only reveals to us in an area or an event or a trauma what we can handle in that moment. That doesn't mean that we don't go back and look at it ever again. And oftentimes, especially women in the church and people in the church in general, men are just a whole nother situation there. No, they're another situation, but it's completely different, in which, we just don't want to go and like look at it again. And we're just like, oh, I'm healed, we're good, let's keep moving, or let's go focus on something else. I think that it's really important for us to work the scars, not because you're not healed, but because that's the area where cobwebs can start to grow and pull me out of alignment in other areas. That's what I noticed. I lost a lot of weight, and so I got all these scars because I also had some skin removal. But if I don't pay attention to them and I just pretend that we're all good, other things come out of alignment and it affects every area of my life. That's something that's really important. So whenever that stuff starts to happen, guess what I start doing? I start working on them, and then I start to walk. I walk physically and I walk spiritually. And then I pull other people in to help me with it. I'm gonna land the plane with that. If you've been struggling or if you have scars, learn from my epiphany. It doesn't mean that you don't ever go back and look at it again. It just means perhaps listen to the Holy Spirit. No, perhaps I'm listening to the Holy Spirit. Listen to the Holy Spirit. Is this something that I need to go back and look at? Do we need to look at those scars? Because something is showing up in all these areas of my life and it's not in alignment. Oftentimes, okay, it's time to go to the next level. We're ready to dig in and move some things around for the next level of healing, because God is calling us, especially us ladies, God is calling us to climb mountains. There is a great harvest and revival that is coming, that we have to have our temples, aka our bodies, ready for the glory that we are moving up into. Jesus could have prayed at the base of the mountain with his best friends. He did not. He climbed the mountain. God could have spoke to Moses at the bottom of the mountain. He didn't. He climbed the mountain because not everybody's willing to climb. Are you willing to climb? This is a movement. We must get our bodies in alignment. We must keep moving. And remember, you are just one step away. Love you guys. Got lots of fun stuff going on today. Have a very blessed day. work those scars.